Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello if you're new. If you are new, I don't normally film looking like this. I've got my pajamas and my hoodie, not an hoodie on. The reason being is that I thought I'd just do a bit of a cozy empties. I'm very pregnant, so if I'm very out of breath, then please excuse that. I just wanted to sit down and share with you the products that I have finished up. The products in question have already overfilled this box, and I've also got some products that are on the floor, so I thought let's just sit down and do like a cozy edition empties video. I kind of wanted to touch on my plan as I kind of have babies, so I'm really hoping to get ahead in videos where I can and use this time before baby comes to get, you know, as ahead with videos as I possibly can, so that I can continue my upload schedule. If videos dip down a little bit in some instances and dip back up, then I'm really trying to like make sure I can keep it consistent. I'm really going to try my best this time around. So yeah, I hope that that's okay, and any support just means so much. But let's dive into the products I finished up recently and what I thought and whether I'd repurchase them again. Gosh, it's really funny getting so out of breath by just talking. Please excuse that. The first product may come as no surprise that the Redox Muscle Soak Bath Salts. I'm sure in my last empties and my last pregnancy, I use these non-stop, all for the same reason. These are just the nicest way to relax in the bath and just really soothe a sore back. I absolutely love them. So much there's two this month. I honestly just really love going through these. They're also so affordable and a great way to just really relax your muscles and really chill after a long day of both lugging a massive belly around and also looking after a 4-year-old that seems to want to be carried, and you know, all of those things that I didn't have to deal with the first time. So yeah, these have been a godsend. In my last empties, I touched on the fact that I'd actually run out of Christmas candles, but I actually found some more. I actually had a whole cupboard full of like a stash. I completely forgot about them, so that was amazing. And so this one is a Frosty Cranberry one. I had this in my downstairs bathroom. Smelled really nice. It's quite a subtle fragrance, which is perfect for just generally all kind of year. For those that don't burn Christmas candles all year, then I can't relate. But this was a really nice like fresh one, but also had that like ode of berries and a little bit seasonal, which I really enjoyed. And I also think that this container looks really nice, so it might be that, you know, I might try and get the wax out of this and reuse this in some way. The next up is a tan that when I first tried this, I really didn't enjoy it, and now I absolutely love it. And it's the Molly Make Filter kind of tan. I really enjoy this as the tan that I put on to leave on and wash off the next day. Typically I use the Garnier Summer Body just as that gradual tan. As someone that is a pregnant and also mum of a 4-year-old, I don't always have the opportunity to wash off a tan the next day. However, when I do, this is my go-to. It's a lovely gorgeous colour. This is the shade medium. I'm quite fair at the moment. My tan at the moment has faded quite considerably, so this is pretty much my natural skin tone, and so this just gives a really natural glow to like your face and your skin, really bronzy. And I think if you're pale, the dark one will be too dark, because this one for me is like the perfect shade, but I wouldn't want it any darker. And I think that, yeah, this is one that I've already stocked up on. I have spares already, and I didn't mean to love it as much as I have, and now it's a dangerous game of like always needing one in my collection. We have got two deodorants, one from Lidl's and a Nivea black and white invisible one. My absolute favourite setting spray has to be the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It's quite pricey, but I find that this product just works so well. It lasts all day. It makes your makeup last all day, especially in the summer months as it starts getting hotter and warmer. You definitely want something that's going to just maintain that longevity of makeup. And for me, this does so whilst also providing a really nice healthy finish to your skin. I think no matter how matte I go with my foundation, because typically I'm an Estee Lauder double wear gal, this really helps to just give my skin that look of just like looking like skin, and I really just love it. I always have another one in my collection because I can't be without this. I've tried multiple different setting sprays, but when it comes to probably my favorite and also like the best high-end one, I don't think you can go wrong with this at all. Next up is a a hair mask in which I've already reviewed, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but anything that has coconut oil in it I typically love. This was no exception. I really did enjoy this one so much. I used this for a second time after filming the initial video and loved it just as much, and this one was also super affordable. So if you want to check out that video, I'll have it linked above so you can see my thoughts, see what I've thought of it and how I use this specific product. This is the Starskin Nourishing Coconut Hot Oil Hair Mask, and was lovely. If you love oils at the moment, it's very much a craze of everyone using essential oils. This is a really great one to use and it makes your hair feel incredible. Next up is the Soap and Glory, the Righteous Butter. Again, being pregnant, you always have to moisturize your body so much and your bumps so much. Last time I got tons of stretch marks, so I'm trying to make sure that they don't get any worse this time and just really nourish that more fragile areas of my skin. This is a really great one. I also had one of these when I went on holiday, and I think I got rid of the packaging when we was away because it was a bit bulky to like bring back and it be empty. But I love the smell of Soap and Glory products. Oh my gosh, it takes me back and I just absolutely love it. It's one of those smells that's really nostalgic, really enjoy it, and such a nice experience to use. This itself is super thick, super luxurious, and keeps my skin really moisturized, which is exactly what I want right now. Really love this. I touched on my favorite foundation and I actually finished one up recently. I always use the shade 1W2 Sand. This is my shade for when I have no tan, and when I have tan I mix it with a L'Oreal True Match 1-2, kind of depending on what stage my tan is, to get the perfect color. But this, I really love it. I have tried so many foundations in my time and nothing compares. At this point I just buy this and that L'Oreal one because I know they work really well for me. They match my tans. I get all day out of it and it's just such a beautiful finish. I know this is a bit like love or hate, and I am in the camp of absolutely loving it. My absolute favorite, and I will forever buy this, I think. Absolutely love it. So this product is a similar one to what I've reviewed in terms of a scalp scrub. However, this was a lemon glow scrub for your body, and as mentioned, I wear lots of tan, and that means you have to exfoliate it off before you put a new set on. This one was really nice actually. It was one of those, it was a bit strange, much like the scalp scrub, a very similar consistency where you had to kind of mix it with a bit of water because this was just like a powder that you then mixed in, and so it worked really strangely as a scalp scrub, but a little bit better from an all over body point of view. Really made my skin feel soft, really exfoliated it well, and really helped my tan just lift off. This had a range of natural ingredients such as dead sea salt, avocado, cannabis oil and sweet almond oil to really help your skin and your tan get lifted, make it feel really soft and nourished. And yeah, it was a step that I really enjoyed, and this itself was really affordable. I got this from Just My Look a couple of months ago, and as you can clearly see, I got through it and really did enjoy it. This month I have finished not one but two concealers, and these are the Lasting Perfection by Collection. This is in their really OG packaging. It's making me question whether this is so expired. However, I got through them, they worked absolutely fine. I love using these under my eyes. This is in the shade 1 Fair, and I do find it's fair enough to really brighten my under eyes even when I'm using that Estee Lauder foundation, and really helps my eyes look a little bit more alive when I'm typically not sleeping very well. It's one of those that's just such an OG product, and one that I've used for so many years and will probably continue using for so many years. You know what though, I've not really had much success when it comes to high-end concealers, so I'd love to know what you guys use in that space and what do you like splurging on from a concealer point of view, because I typically just buy drugstore concealers and I just want to try something that's a little bit more bougie, and perhaps one like the Estee Lauder one, or any recommendations, let me know because I really want to try one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need something a little bit more heavy duty looking at the months ahead, but so far this has been a really reliable one and one that I wouldn't hesitate to buy again. I think I've got a couple more on the go still, so it's not gonna be too far from my collection, and probably one again I'll probably have in the background so that I can go back to when I need it. So last two products that were in that box specifically, like I said, there's a couple more products to talk about that are on the floor. This Ghost perfume. So Ghost is a product that I haven't used in so long, and I got this for Christmas And I love perfumes. I'm such a perfume person. I have so many in my collection. They're something that I love to collect and have on display, but also use and just kind of change every day, because I think perfumes are just the nicest thing. I think the way that you smell says so much about you, and it's often like someone's first impression of you. So I always want to make sure that I smell as nice as possible. And this one, as I mentioned, I think my mum got this for me for Christmas, and again, a very nostalgic scent. It was lovely actually. It kind of smells very sophisticated and slightly floral, but I really liked it. And as you can tell, I've actually used this up, which is saying something because there are just so many perfumes in my collection. I don't tend to use things up very quickly, but this is just a nod to how much I enjoyed it, and a very easy one to just spray loads on before work and head off. And yeah, I don't know where the lid's gone, but it's a really cute design and sat really nicely on my vanity table. Okay, so let's talk bath products, because I've used quite a few. I talked about the Muscle Soak Bath Salt, and in the same vein, I've used the Muscle Soak Bath Soak. Really like this for all of the reasons I've mentioned already. Just a great one when your back is hurting a little bit and you just need a bit of a relaxing soak. This just becomes my go-to. The Asda Little Angels Vapor Bath. This is fantastic if you have little ones that are very prone to sickness, that go to a childcare setting and really suffer with just getting all sorts of coughs and colds and sniffly noses and the flu and what have you. This is just an amazing way to really clear her sinuses, and yeah, I just love like her using it. And I may have used it 1 or 2 times myself when I've had more of a cold, just to kind of clear the airways a little. I really like this one. This is super affordable. It's Asda's own brand, and I actually need to pick up a couple of these next time I go, because it's great to just have, you never know obviously when an illness is coming, and I don't live particularly close to an Asda. So when I next go, I need to pick up a couple and just make sure there's tons in my cupboard so that it's there when I need it. But a really great one. And then in a very similar vein, this is just the Lidl's baby bath. This actually, I bought it because I love the smell of it. It smells really just like babies, and I think because I'm pregnant and I just craving that like baby newborn smell, I can't wait for that. This kind of reminded me of using that but on my 4-year-old, and it just brought some memories back. So I can't wait to buy this again in a couple months time when there's an actual new little one in our hands. However, for now I thought that I would kind of you know, replicate the experience a little bit with my eldest, and this is a really nice one. Last of all, in more of the bath category, again something my 4-year-old has used up, is the Rainbow Bath Dust. And was this from Primark or something like that? My mum got this for her for Christmas and we've just used it up. These were just like clumps of almost like bath bombs, but like in a dust kind of form, and they were all different sizes. She loved using this, and it smelled really sweet, like cotton candy. It smelled really good, and yeah, she really loved this. So just one of those. It's great to get these kinds of things for birthdays and Christmas and have like nice relaxing experiences. Okay, so there's 4 more products to talk about. I hope this Empties video is not as long as ones I've done recently, because some of them have been so long. I want to just shout out this because I think I spoke about a laundry product in my last Empties, and so it seemed only natural to talk about another. Oh my gosh, this smell. And I know the bad thing I did was pick these up once and thought I'll give them a try, like what's the hype, and now I can't be without these. The Lenore Unstoppables, the In Wash Scent Boosters. Again, I think that it just makes my washing smell so good, and for me there's nothing better than like nice fresh smelling clean laundry. And yeah, I made a mistake picking these up once because I can't be without them. These can be quite expensive. I typically buy them when they're on offer, but still, like, I don't know, maybe something I could like not use. But again, until I'm having to wash things in non-bio again, I'm making the most of being able to make my clothes smell really nice and use like scents and things to make it smell even better. Oh my gosh, I love it. I really love it. And like putting my washing in the living room to dry and having this scent like really radiate everywhere is one of my favorite things. I gave this a bit of a shout out, and I've done a video on this dry shampoo, but I really wanted to talk about it again because it's been a really long time since I've used an affordable dry shampoo that is this good. This is incredible. It's a Tresemme Day 2 Between Washes dry shampoo. I expected very little of this, I'll be honest. Tresemme is a brand that I find a bit hit and miss, and generally people don't really like. However, when I used this, it was just everything I wanted from a dry shampoo. It really refreshed my hair, but it's also great for styling. It added volume and really just maintained that volume and the cleanliness in my hair. I loved using this before I went to sleep, and the next morning my hair looked really refreshed, really clean, even though I didn't clean it, and it just really helped me out. And I really think that this is so much more durable than so many other dry shampoos I've tried on my channel. I really enjoyed this, and I just wanted to recommend it again because super affordable. I'll have it linked down below. I'll also have the video up at the top so you can watch that and find out a little bit more. But if you're looking for something that's really affordable, works really well, and generally I would say the best dry shampoo I've tried on this channel so far. If you're new here, I do loads of hair care video reviews, and this is one that currently is sitting at the top spot. And I don't think anyone probably expected that, and I certainly didn't, but I love it, and so I couldn't recommend it if you are a bit of a dry shampoo addict like myself. Two final products. One is the Cantu leave-in conditioning mist. I believe I did a video all about this, and then I actually started using this on my daughter's hair because she has quite curly hair, and it's one of those that when you brush, it just needs detangling, and again, getting a 4-year-old to let you brush her hair is quite a difficult feat. So what I decided to do is use like a leave-in conditioner that really helped that manageability. This worked so well on tangles, but added shine, a fantastic scent, and also made it easier to style because I typically love doing her hair into like French braids, and so I find that when her hair's a little bit wetter, because again it's curly, it's much easier to do that with something like this in. So because I had this already in my collection, we use this up. We've actually moved on to the Nightly Adventures by Sam Fair's detangling spray, and that's also amazing so far. So once that's concluded, again I'll conclude whether or not that was worth purchasing. But I really think if you have even like young children that have really curly hair, this is such a fantastic one to add that hydration, make their curls even more pronounced if you're having it down, but if you style, makes it so much easier, and honestly detangles so easily that she lets me do her hair, which is a godsend. So I really wanted to recommend that. And then the final thing, I feel like I've been talking for ages, is this Mama Mio tummy rub oil. So again, to try and prevent stretch marks. I'll be honest, I don't think you can actually prevent stretch marks just with product, because if that was the case, my last pregnancy I probably spent over like £100 during that on bio oil, on various different remedies for stretch marks, and my stomach got a load of them. And so I think it's also down to genetics and, you know, how big your baby is and all of those things, that I think it's better to embrace it than try to prevent it. However, I think also for me it's that hydration. I wanted my belly to like not feel dry and more likely to crack in any sense. So I actually bought this from TK Maxx because, as you can probably tell here, this says £9. This is £35 to buy, and on like Look Fantastic and stuff, it's so much more expensive. So when I saw it in TK Maxx, I was like, I have to buy it. This was just when I was pregnant too, so it's one of those that I bought in like a bit of like excitement in that initial instance, because I wanted something that would really help soothe, but also just have in my collection for those days I felt like I needed it. Within this formula there is coconut oil, sweet almond oil, olive oil, rosehip oil, vitamin E, and also 100% natural feel-good fragrance. It's an omega rich skin stretch complex with lots of different things to really help nourish your body, and also provides quite a healthy glow. I think because of how hydrating it is on my bump, it just makes it feel so nice, and also adds that like shine and everything, which is, you know, quite a nice experience, especially if you just washed, and you know, sometimes again where your skin just stretches out, it's nice to just add that hydration back in. And for £9 I thought that was quite a good bargain. I've used one of these already. I have another as well because I did go back and get another one. But yeah, it was an absolute bargain. So if you are pregnant, have a look in TK Maxx because they might have ones that are similar. And this is 200ml too, so amazing. They also had smaller ones. I think it was £6 for 100ml. So I thought it made sense to get the bigger one. And so far it's been amazing. So yeah, that is all of my empties. I hope you didn't mind the cozy vibes today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give this video a like so I know that you continue enjoying these videos, and therefore I will continue to make them. Your support honestly means so much to me. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for just being on this journey with me. I feel like we've shared so much over this time, from my developments into hair care, my hair care journey, but also my last pregnancy, this one. Let me know if you also want any pregnancy updates or anything like that. I would love to film some more, so if that's of interest, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!